What's your name and what grade are you in?
My name is Francisco, and I'm a sophomore.
I'll be asking you questions about housing today.
Okay.
How does the lack of affordable housing affect your school, like your academics?
Well, I mean, I don't feel like that's a problem for me right now, but when I was first trying to get here at Tech, as a freshman, I feel like that was something that I was worried about, because it's a little expensive, first year. So I feel like it brings a lot of stress to somebody, well, especially to me, it would bring a lot of stress. So
Compared to last year, have your grades dropped significantly or anything?
no, they've actually improved a whole lot. So.
That's tough. How does it feel to worry about housing costs on top of academics?
I feel like it's just something that it's just another thing that you just got to worry about. So it's just like another thing that I feel like brings stress to somebody, especially a college student, because you got to worry about, oh, where am I going to live, and sometimes you want to live relatively close to campus, so that's something. It's just the problems that it brings. It just adds up, and I feel like that really affects the mental health of somebody.
What sacrifices have what sacrifices have you made trying to cover your housing expenses?
Um, I have to manage my itinerary a little better. Just manage what I do. With work and school. Because mainly that's how I pay for my rent. So I just have to make sure that I'm on top of my stuff and I'm doing everything on time. So that way I can still manage. To cover my housing at the end of the day.
Do you still feel a sense of community the same way you did last year back in Hewlin?
Not really. That's actually one thing I miss. I don't really miss a whole lot of things about living on campus. But the one thing I do miss is just living in here. Because everyone on that floor, we all really got along. We all did things together. So I really do miss that sense of community because at the end of the day, you had somebody on that floor, no matter what, you could go to, ask for help.
That's real. As a first generation student, how do you feel? Like, do you feel isolated?
At first, I kind of did feel isolated because no one in my family had gone to college, so it kind of I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard of the imposter syndrome. That's what I felt at first, but the more as time went on, I made more friends, and and I started getting that community feeling. So that kind of started disappearing after a while, and after time went on, I felt like I was actually a part of college, and I felt like I really belonged there.
Should universities prioritize affordable housing to support their students' academic success?
I really feel like they should because lifting a burden from their students, it kind of leads on to better having better success when it comes to academics. So I feel like this is something that universities should really focus on because at the end of the day, overall, when people come looking at universities and the kind of grades that they're pulling from their students, I really feel like it attracts better students to come to the university. So I feel like that's something that universities should really do.
And last question: should universities partner with local housing to make everything more affordable and find ways?
I feel like if it's beneficial, yes, because like I said before, it really should be they should be really helping these students, for the better benefit of their academics, to help them succeed and lifting burdens from them. I'm not saying it to completely to take over their stuff, but I feel like lifting some financial burden from these students, I really feel like would make such a huge difference because at the end of the day, you're lifting stress off their shoulders, and it can lead them to find easier ways to their financial problems.
Thank you. What's your name and what's your grade?
My name is Justice Ugochukwu. I'm in my third semester.
I'll be asking you questions about housing today. That's cool.
That's cool with me.
How does the lack of affordable housing affect your grades compared to last year?
I say it affects my grade compared to last year because it just made me pick up an extra responsibility of having a part-time job, and that just like reduces the time I have for my academic work. and yeah.
Would you say it's more stressful trying to balance school and housing?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because like, especially with my major in mechanical engineering, like it takes a lot of time. And when I'm a full time student, taking 15, 17 credit hours, working a part time job with it hasn't been the easiest of stuff to do. And but it's just like something that I've been having to like tackle and like get used to with this semester.
What sacrifices have you had to make covering your housing expenses, like skipping meals, working longer hours, stuff like that?
Oh yeah, picking up hours, surviving off, ramen, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But just trying to find a way to like, I guess like, I say pay my rent, find a place to stay, and it's been like, just that sacrifice is there. Also putting kind of like stress on my parents a little bit, which I don't really like, but it's just what comes to territory for now till I graduate.
Do you feel the same sense of community here that you did living on campus?
No, I don't. I'd say nah, because when I was living on campus, I was surrounded by people. A lot of times, like when I lived in Hewlin, I usually like interacted with the people I lived around. Nowadays, all I do is just go to school and come back home, and like I really just feel like a lot of people that I used to interact with last year, I haven't even had the opportunity to see them, much less like have a conversation with them.
Do you believe universities should prioritize affordable housing for academic success of their students?
Oh yeah, for sure. I do believe that if that's a priority for the school, that would definitely play a role, because more affordable housing makes it easier for them to focus on their academics, it improves graduation rates because it lowers cost of attendance, and also just improves like the appealingness of the school.
Thank you.
What's your name and what grade are you in?
My name is Kayla. My name is Kayla Thornton, and I'm a sophomore
Do you live on or off campus right now?
on campus.
Do you think living on campus has helped your grades improve compared to your college experience last year?
I lived on campus both times. I don't think it affected my grades. Last year I did really bad, but this year I'm doing really good. I think it's a mindset thing.
Do you believe living on campus has made like extra expenses easier, like rent, food, things like that?
Yeah, I don't have to pay rent, and I have a dining plan that's in my tuition, so it's definitely easier on me price-wise.
Was acquiring housing kind of hard for you?
No, it was super easy. I did flex housing.